Hey, have you been praying, seeking, journaling, worshiping, but everything's quiet? So you're wondering, God, where are you? Well, this week, our word is still, and that is backwards. Our word is still. Maybe that's not just what you need to do. Maybe that's what God's doing. Hey friends, I'm Kelli. Welcome to Wisdom Wednesday. I want you to buckle up, Buttercups, because today we're getting honest about silence, the kind that makes you question everything. But what if stillness is not punishment? What if it's preparation? Let's talk about the wisdom in the wait, okay? And let's talk about something that kind of feels really real right now. God's silence. We're taught to believe that when we pray, we should hear something. We often hear friends or family or preachers say, God said, God told me, right? So, or we feel people say, I felt his presence, and we're just not there. We're not seeing anything shift. We're not feeling his presence. We're not hearing a word from God. So what does that mean? What does that mean for us when we don't hear those things, or when everything stays quiet? Well, God's silence does not mean God's absence. That's something that I personally had to learn. He hasn't left. He's not punishing you. In fact, sometimes, quite often, actually, the quiet is where he's doing his deepest work. I get it. We don't like it there, right? When we ask a question of somebody, we expect an answer. Right? I get it. I get it. I felt this stillness in a very specific way. In my main industry, what I did before the YouTube, blogging, there's so many of us praying for a breakthrough, praying for direction, praying for stability. And truthfully, it kind of feels like we're getting silence in return. And people are asking, is blogging dying? Will this business survive? Will this industry survive? Is God listening to these cries for help as people lose everything they've worked for decades? And while I can't give you the outcome, I can tell you, stillness is often where clarity forms. It's in the pause. It's in the waiting. It's where God starts to strip away the noise and the striving and the holy hustle, right? And brings us back to something simple. Psalm 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. It doesn't say be productive and you'll find out that I'm God. It doesn't say post more content so that you can know. It doesn't say fix your funnels and know. It doesn't say scrub all of your bathrooms until you can eat off the floor and know. It says be still. Be still. Wisdom comes in the still space, not in the hustle, right? So let's look at some powerful biblical examples of that, because that's what we do here at Wisdom Wednesdays. Elijah was exhausted and desperate for God to show up. He witnessed a great wind, an earthquake, and a fire. But God wasn't in any of those dramatic displays, was he? Sorry, my eyes are blurred this morning. He was in the whisper. You can't hear a whisper unless you slow down and quiet everything else. Make everything else still is when you can hear the whisper. Even Jesus, with all the crowds and the chaos, withdrew often to lonely, still places to pray. He modeled stillness. And if the Son of God needed that, how much more do we need it? Y'all are fixing to see me do something crazy right here. I make a shake in the mornings. And I'm a little lazy. There's no point in dirtying another dish, so I drink it out of the blender. But I'm very thirsty, so this is what I drink my protein shake out of in the morning. Sorry about that. Mary and Martha. I love this one because it hits close to home. Martha was doing all of the things, serving, preparing, hosting, good things. But Mary sat still at Jesus' feet listening. And Jesus said, Mary chose the better part. As a doer, it's hard for me. I get it. I've been there. I'm still there. I still struggle with that. I'm not perfect. I'm human, right? But stillness is not laziness. It was not laziness for Mary. It was devotion. So maybe, just maybe, God's silence right now in your business, your family, your questions, it's not a no. Maybe it's an invitation to trust, faith without proof. That trust without proof is literally what faith is, right? To believe without immediate results, to dig your roots deeper when nothing above ground seems to be growing. You might not feel anything right now, but don't confuse stillness with stagnation. Remember, roots grow in silence. And oftentimes, wisdom does not shout. It just settles in slowly. So now that we've heard from our Bible, let's hear from some of my most favorite people. Number one, if you can see this, Dolly is my hero. Number one, Dolly Parton. Storms make trees take deeper roots. We've talked about it before, how God's silence can really deepen your trust and really root you more firmly in faith, even when it feels uncomfortable. Are you stepping away or are you digging in? A.W. Tozer, it's in the quiet that the soul hears the voice of God. I mean, Psalm 46:10, be still and know, right? Stillness isn't emptiness. It's a space where God's whisper is the clearest. And Mother Teresa, God speaks in the silence of the heart. Listening is the beginning of prayer. Whew. Listening is the beginning of prayer. That's a mind blower, right? Whew. Makes sense though. Listening really just means sitting in the quiet, not demanding noise. Yeah. So, here's your journal prompt for the day, for the week. Where in your life are you being invited to sit still? What does stillness look like for you in this season? And what fear or frustration rises when you're quiet? And how might God meet you there? Remember, do not confuse silence with abandonment. If this spoke to you, I would love to hear from you guys. Leave me a comment at the bottom. Where do you need to pause and be still this week? Remember our one word intention for the week is still. We identified that on Monday. I will stick Monday's video right up there. I want you to repeat after me. I will be still and trust that God is near, even in silence. Let's say it again. I will be still and trust that God is near, even in silence. Write it on a Post-it. Wherever you're tempted to overthink, overdo, rush ahead, wherever that happens, put those, if it's multiple places, put multiple Post-its around. So again, if today's message gave you peace or perspective, made you think, made you go, give you those aha moments, drop me a little sparkles in the comment and share where you're being invited to pause. Grab your study prompts below, hit subscribe, please. Like it, comment, and remember, pause on purpose. Grow through it. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey friend, consider this your little PS. If you are new to the Buttercup Garden, I want you to know that I have created a Start Here playlist just for you so that you can bloom without the overwhelm. Okay, so let me tell you right now there's 4 videos. It'll grow over time, but at the time of this recording, there are 4. The first one is Buckle Up Buttercup, and it's a quick channel trailer so that you can meet me, Kelly, and you can hear why we do faith plus growth with grace. The second video tells you exactly what the Buttercup Garden is and how you can grow with us. It's the deeper meaning behind hardy buttercups, why buttercups, how to engage, comment, and pick the playlist that fits your season. Excuse me, video 3 is how to use this channel without getting overwhelmed. There's no pressure, no hustle, just simple weekly rhythms that fit your real life. And number 4 is the Start Here. It's my favorite mindset flip. It's my go-to perspective shift, a journal prompt, a truth seed that you can plant today. I want you to watch them straight through or snack on them one at a time. Either way, you're going to discover our heartbeat, our holy hustle with grace, spiritual joy, and the belief that you are not broken, you are becoming. So, hit that link right up there and save that playlist. play it while you fold laundry or sip sweet tea and get to know us. And then go outside, breathe air, and remember, progress, no matter how small, still counts. See you in the playlist. Bye.